Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Are you ready for today's lesson? As we said yesterday, that we are gonna have two videos. The first one that was recorded last time, it was about the different forms of tenses, and we discussed the differences between tenses and so on. Today, we are gonna complete our lesson. And by the way, as I said last time, that our learning objective of this video is to know how to use the passive voice, okay? So we had last time the simple present, the simple past, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect, past perfect, and the modal verbs. Okay, so today, before we start our lesson, I had something for you. By the way, this is it's gonna be your role to do at home. Okay, um, this is a game. Okay, this game is gonna be, of course, done by you. As you see that we have a word. This word is telecommunications. Telecommunications. If you count the letters of this word, they are gonna be about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 18. Okay, or maybe I got something wrong with the number. No problem. From this word, which has a lot of letters, we need to form as many words as we can. You understand, of course. I know well. How? 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 Because someone, I can hear someone says that I don't understand you. Um, take any letters from here and put them together to form a word. For example, I did some examples for you. The word see, S-E-A. Does this word have the letter S? Yes. It's the last letter. Does it have E? Yes. Does it have A? Yes. Okay, so S-E-A form a word. This word is called see. Of course, you know see. Another example, if we take the letter M with E, with A, and T, it will be meat. The last one, C, A, T. So you choose letters from this word and put them together to form as many words as you can. After you do the task with your family, with your friends, with your classmates, please send as many numbers as you can write, as many words as you can write from this word, okay? And I'm gonna take the person who's gonna win and write the biggest number of words and publish it on my website, okay? You got the idea? Okay, this is your role. By the way, if you did it, I know that you follow me well. This is number one. Okay, number two. I got a new word for you. This word is huggish. Huggish. What does it mean? The word huggish means we use it. It's an adjective, by the way. It's an adjective. We use it to describe people who are greedy or selfish. People who like to take all things for themselves. Okay, so the word huggish means greedy or selfish. Okay, now let's start our lesson. By the way, it's a grammar lesson, so you need, before you follow me, you should drink tea or coffee or as you like, because it's grammar. Okay, as you see, we have something is called the simple present passive. What's passive and what's active? When I say that a sentence is active, it means it has three parts. These parts are subject, verb, and object. Again, Again, once more. When we say that the sentence is active sentence, it means what? It means it has a subject, the person who does the verb, and a verb and object. For example, the first sentence, the first example, my sister speaks English. Okay, what is the subject? Who can say? What is the subject? What is the subject? Who speaks English? Yeah, my sister. You are right. Great. This is the subject. So the person who speaks English is my sister. This is the subject. Okay? When I ask you, uh, what does my sister do? You're going to say, speaks English. Right. So speaks, this is the verb. When I ask you, what does your sister do? Or sorry, what does your sister speak? We're going to say, my sister speaks English. So English is the object. My question now, what is an active sentence? Active sentence, it's a sentence which has three parts: subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. Okay? Um, Now, I know that what I said, you already know. What's new? We'd like to change this sentence from active to passive. What's passive? Passive means you don't need to say who or what did the action. Okay? There is no need to know. I don't care who speaks English. I don't care. No problem. My sister, my brother, my friend doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Okay? Um, or you don't know who did the action. I don't know. Or sometimes we use the passive if the object is the most important part of the sentence. Okay? This is the difference between the active sentence and the passive sentence. In brief, active sentence as subject, verb, object. Passive sentence, there is no need for me to know who does the verb. Okay? This is passive. And I told you why is it important to use the passive form in any language. Okay? Not only in English, no, in any language. Also, by the way, in our Arabic language, we have passive. But how can we, this is the problem, okay? Let's start our lesson. How can we change from active into passive? This is the problem. No, if you follow the steps that I'm gonna say, it will be easy for you. And by the way, if you understand the first tense, all the other tenses will be easier and easier, okay? If your teacher asked you to change this active sentence into passive, what should I do? What should I do? What do you think? Number one, step number one, you have to identify, identify, you have to know the subject, the verb, the object of the active sentence, okay? One, two, three, subject, S, verb, V, object, O. This is step number one. So put your hand on the subject, on the verb, on the object. This is step number one. Step number two, take the object of the active sentence and put it in the beginning. Okay? Again, take the object and put it to be the first word in the new sentence. As you see, my sister speaks English, so we took English and put it here to be the first word, English, okay? So again, step number one, where is the subject? Where is the verb? Where is the object? Step number two, take the object and put it as the first word, as a new subject. Step number three, and this is the most important one. Step number three, you should know the tense of the sentence. When we say the word speaks, which tense is it? Present simple, past simple, present perfect? Yeah. Someone said present simple. Yes. Yep. Excellent. Excellent. You are excellent. So present simple. The form of the present simple in the passive, as you see, am is R plus PP, past participle. Am or is or are plus PP. Let's read the sentence again. My sister speaks English. English is, and the past participle of speak is spoken by my sister. If you would like to write by my sister for by the last subject, no problem. If you don't write it as you like, it's right. So you can say English is spoken, or you can say English is spoken by my sister. Okay, it's easy. Okay, so let's have it in the question form. When I say, do they make cars in Korea? Do they make cars in Korea? Oh, so this is question. We'd like to understand it, please. It's difficult. No, it's not difficult. Just only one thing I'd like you to focus on here, which is what is the object in this sentence? Do they make cars in Korea? What is the object? The object is cars. Okay? Right? Cars. This is number one. Number two, which tense is the sentence? Yeah, present simple because it started with do. Right. So take the new subject, which is cars, and put it here. But this is question, so use is or are. So because cars, plural word, so are cars, and the past participle of make is made in Korea. Okay, again. The last example. Does she cook lunch? Okay, what is the subject? The subject, yeah, someone said she. Excellent. What is the verb? The verb is cook. What is the object? The object is lunch. Great. Great. Okay. Step number 2. Take the subject, the object of the sentence, which is in red color, as you see, lunch, and put it in the sentence, a new sentence. You are gonna say that this is question. So the word lunch, singular, plural, or non-countable noun? Okay, of course, it's non-countable noun. So it takes the singular form of the verb. Is or are? Of course, is. So is lunch cooked? Is lunch cooked? So the past participle of cook is cooked. Okay, so don't forget am is are plus past participle. And this is the form that you should know, the passive form of the present simple. The same here. This is the simple past. Let's read together. The teacher corrected the mistakes. How did you know this, the tense? Please tell me, which tense is it? Present, past, present perfect, present continuous, which tense? Yes, it's a simple past. Okay, let's change from passive into, from active into passive. Step number 1, identify the subject, the verb, the object. What is the subject? Teacher. What is the verb? Corrected. What is the object? Mistakes. Step number 2. What is the tense of the sentence? Simple past. Step number 3. Take the object and put it in the beginning. So the mistakes. So it's plural word. Okay? Was or were? Where? Why where? Why where? Because as we said, the verb is past tense, is in the past tense, okay? So the mistakes were corrected, or the mistakes were corrected by the teacher. Let's have it in the as question form. Did they catch the thief? Did they catch the thief? Be with me. Step number 1. Who can say? What is the subject? They. What is the verb? Catch. Where is the object? The thief. Step number two. Step number two. Which tense is the sentence? Past. How did you know? Because of did. Step number three. Take the object and put it. This is question. So in the question, we use was or were plus past participle. So was the thief and the past participle of catch is caught. My question is for you. Yes. Why didn't we put were? Not. Why didn't we put were? Yeah, and we used was because the word thief is a singular noun. What is the form of the present continuous in the passive? As you see, the sentence is the postman is delivering the mail. SVO, who can see? What are they? They are abbreviations for what? S for subject. This is the first step. V for verb. O for object. Okay. Step number two. What is the tense of this sentence? The tense is present continuous, is delivering. Okay. Step number three, take the object, it will be the first one. So the mail is being delivered, or the mail is being delivered by the postman. And the form of the present continuous in the passive form, am is are plus being plus past participle. Okay? In the question four, are they opening the gifts now? Are they opening the gifts now? Oh, it's difficult. No, not difficult at all. Where is the object? In the question, focus on the object. Okay? If you'd like to change an active sentence into a passive one, and you see that it's a question, look for the object. Look for the object. Where is the object? The word gifts in red color. Okay? So the gifts, this is number two. This is step number one. We know the object now, which tense? Present continuous. Of course, you know the form of the present continuous, am, is, are, being plus pp. So is or are, is or are, the word gifts, plural noun. So are the gifts being opened by them? Okay? Forget about the word now, no problem. Okay? In the past continuous passive, let's read. The nurse, I'm not going to explain here, by the way. The nurse was checking the patient's temperature. Where is the subject? Where is the verb? Where is the object? What tense is it? Yes, it's past continuous. Excellent. Step number three. Where is the what's O? Object. Yes, take it and put it as a first, as a new subject. So the patient's temperature was being checked by the nurse. The form, as you see, the form of the past continuous passive was were, being plus pp. Okay, in question, were they cleaning the rooms? Were they cleaning the rooms? Yeah, as I told you, in questions, what should we look for? We should look for the object. Where is the object in this sentence? The rooms. Okay, singular, plural, or non-countable? Yeah, plural word. Okay, what tense? Past continuous. So it will be where the rooms being cleaned, where the rooms being cleaned, where the rooms being cleaned. Let's move to the present perfect. As we said, SVO, subject, verb, object. Tense, present perfect. How did you know? Have plus PP. Step number three, take the object and put it as a new subject. So the clinic, singular or plural? Yeah, singular. So the clinic has been cleaned by them. The clinic has been cleaned. The form has, have, been plus pp. The question form, have they caught the thief? Have they caught the thief? Question, yeah, look for what? Who can say? Look for what? Look for the object. Yes, right. Look for the object. This is Step number one. Number two, what tense is it? It's a present perfect. So has or have been plus PP. So it's a question. It's begin with has or have. Yeah, has. The thief being caught. Okay. In the past perfect, the same. SVO, had plus PP, had broken. S, little girl. V, had broken. O, the window. So the window had been broken by the little girl. The form had been plus PP. Question, had Stephen solved the problems? What is the object? The problems. Okay. What tense? Yeah, past perfect. So had had the problems been solved? Had the problems been solved? Okay. Let's move to the models. Okay. As we said, all models last time on our last video that we said that all models should be followed by a base form of a verb. As you see, he can carry the heavy box. Okay. He is the subject. Can carry, this is the verb. Heavy box, this is the object. Okay. Let's do as we said. Step number one, with the object, put it in the beginning, so it will be the heavy box. Okay, what tense is it? This is modal verb. So in modal verbs, put the modal verb, okay, and add D plus PP. Add B plus past participle. Again, can be carrot, will be carrot, would be carrot, had to be carrot, no problem. Any modal verb, the modal verb plus be plus past participle. In question, don't worry about question. It's easy. As I told you, will your parents buy a new car? What is the object? The object, a new car. Okay, what tense is it? It's with the modal verb. So put the modal verb as it. Don't change anything. So will a new car be bought? Will a new car be bought? Okay, thank you. Let's complete. You are good today. I try to collect all the tenses. Here, the tense on the first column on the left, the tense in the middle column is the examples, okay, for each tense. And on the right one, this is the structure, okay? Present simple, you can read, take your time, you can read. It's easy as we said. Let's move to another one. Here are some points that I'm afraid to be, it's maybe some kind of difficult for you, but I try to make it easy. Let's read the example, okay? We know that she's a good singer. We know that she's a good singer. In order to change the sentence from active to passive, we have two ways. We have two ways. You can say, it is known that, and complete the sentence. Okay? It is known that. Or you can say, she is known to be. What's be? From where did you get be? What's be? Is. The base form of is be. So she is known to be a good singer. So this only with the verb know? No, you can use the same rule with the following verbs: believe, think, understand, consider, say, claim, report. Okay? Another slide, some verbs come with the word to, like hope to. If you see the verb hope to plus be plus past participle, hope to be plus past participle. Okay, it's easy. Another slide, another example. Some verbs can be followed by infinitive to, okay, or can be followed by gerund, verb ing, like example number 2 and number 3. I don't love to. I don't love being. What's the difference here? Love to plus be. Love plus being plus past participle. Again, example number 2, example number 3. I don't love to be ignored. I don't love being ignored. Okay? Those two examples can be with verbs which come with infinitive or gerund. As you know, infinitive means verb plus to. Gerund means verb plus ing. Another one, the I'd like to, would like to. When you see would like to, plus be plus past participle. Would like to be plus past participle. As you see in the example, I'd like to be invited to the event. I'd like to be invited to the event. The last example here, I avoid. Avoid is a verb which is followed by gerund, verb ing. So I avoid being plus past participle. Okay. Okay. Um, some verbs can have two objects. Sorry, how come? All the verbs, as you see, bring, lend, pay, serve, teach, give, offer, sell, show, tell, hand, send, take, write. All these verbs can come with two objects. Let's read the example. As you see, the active sentence, they give Ben an award. They give Ben an award. How many objects do we have here? We have two. What are they? Ben, this is the first object. An award, this is the second object. You can start with Ben or an award, as we have two objects here. If you start with Ben, as you see, passive one, so it will be Ben was given. Was given, this is simple past, okay? Ben was given an award. If you start with an award, it will be an award was given to Ben, okay? And apply this rule with all the verbs that I wrote as you see. This is your task one. It will be your homework. Please do it and send me, and I'll correct it and tell you with your mistakes. Okay. I'd like you to put all these questions into the passive form. The next one is task two. I'd like you to use to rewrite the sentences using the words which are in the beginning, new beginnings. Okay, it's easy. So you can start with, for example, from number one, this room. Number two, they, and complete the sentence. Okay, of course, all of them from active to passive. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. I know it's not easy lesson, by the way, but I think if you don't understand it, you can watch the video again. Don't hesitate, as I said, to ask me anytime. My phone number, I published it, okay? Um, there are a lot of ways to communicate with me. I'm waiting for your comments if you have. And I don't know, some people told me to speak Arabic. I don't know if it goes with you or not, because I don't like really to speak Arabic. So I don't know if you understand me in English, it would be great, very good. If you understand my lesson in English, it would be good. Would you like me to speak Arabic? Of course not, I know, right? So thank you. I took much time from you. See you. Enjoy your time.